Welcome back to the Freelancers Tea Break, the very last episode this year of the Freelancers Tea Break podcast. And I want to start with saying thank you so much to my VA, Joe Shock, and Natasha Maguire, who edits these podcasts, because they've both kept me on track. And I've done more podcast episodes this year than I think I've ever done on this podcast. I actually started in 2012, so in podcast years it's quite old. But this year has definitely been the most consistent, and a lot of that's been down to those two people. So I will put both their details in the description if you want to know a bit more about what they both do. So hopefully you're listening to this with a belly full of delicious Christmas food. And I've got one more prompt for you for the end of the year to think about how everything's gone in 2020. But this one's actually going to help you for 2021. So I want you to think about what could be one thing you could do for the end of this year, the next week or so, that could gear you up to a fantastic 2021. Could it be spending an afternoon finishing your tax returns so you don't have to do it in January? Or could it be spending some time planning out what you're going to do for the quarter one of 2021? I know planning is still something people are shying away from, but there does seem to be light at the end of the tunnel of this whole COVID thing. So it is worth spending some time doing that. Is it reviewing your social media profiles or deciding what you're going to focus on? Or is it deciding what you're going to do about your pricing? So try and think of one thing you can do in the next few days to make your 2021 even better. If you want more support, in my Freelance Business Lounge, we're going to be doing our 90-day planning session one evening this week. That will be confirmed on social media if you are following me there or if you're on the newsletter. But if you're a member of the Freelance Business Lounge, it's only £25 a month. So we're going to have this evening where we'll be all planning our goals together for the next 90 days, so for the first quarter of 2021. Plus you get all the accountability of twice weekly half-an-hour calls that you can drop into, Voxer support on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays we have a 2-hour Zoom session where you can just drop in for accountability, say what you're going to do and crack on with it. So it's a bit like having colleagues, but without having to do a tea round for everybody. So yes, I want you to have a think about what you can do now to do 2021 you a favour. And if you haven't done your tax return yet, your self-assessment, that is a very good one to tick off your list. It's dull, but 2021 you will appreciate it. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and I'm looking forward to talking to you all a little bit more in 2021.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. To find out a little bit more about the freelance lifestyle, hop on over to freelancelifestyle.co.uk.